Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Squared Circle Uncensored YouTube channel. I'm your host, SQD Will, and we are here with another review. Let's go. Toy review. And we're going to be looking at this Mezco 112 scale G.I. Joe Duke. Man, I can't wait because this is going to be the first time we've reviewed a Mezco figure on this channel other than putting them into comparisons. So strap in. Let's get ready for a big time ride. All right, everybody, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. Thanks so much for all our loyal followers, viewers, listeners, watchers out there. You can also follow us on Instagram at SQDCircleCC and on Whatnot as well. We do sell. This review will be fun because, again, it's our first time. Don't mind the hat. This is my winter hat. Not really. My other hat is in my wife's car and it's not here. And because I was at Raw on a Monday night and now I'm recording this. So anyway, I forgot it in the car. She's at work. We got the new hat. I think it's good. It's a good winter look, though. But enough about the hat, enough about the channel. You all know all about this stuff. Everything you need to know is in the description below. Let's get into this. Again, Mezco 112 scale G.I. Joe Duke. And you know what we do here first. We like to take a look at the packaging. So let's take a look at this packaging because, again, this is the first time on the channel we're actually reviewing a Mezco product. So simple. Duke, Sumbo Look, 112 scale, name, G.I. Joe, simple, Duke, G.I. Joe, 112 scale, the back, Duke. What do you get with Duke? You get a lot. And this is what you're going to get with Mezco because the MSRP on these are a little higher. Right there, G.I. Joe Duke 112 scale, boom, legalese on the bottom, G.I. Joe on the top. You know what we like to do with this stuff. But before we get to do that, I did want to shout out Empire Toy Shop, guys. So that is where we did receive this Duke from. Link in the description below. So now, as you know, what we love to do here on the channel is bust it open. All right, everybody, welcome back. We have busted this Mezco 112 scale G.I. Joe Duke open. And here's what we got. A ton of trays and a ton of accessories. So this is what we're going to do on the channel. Everything that isn't really extremely detailed, like hands and all that stuff, they're going to stay in the trays. We'll do tray reviews. So for example, this is what you get. The stand. It's a beautiful stand, guys. You got the peg hole for it. You got the arm. You get a bag to put all your accessories in if you did not want to keep the box. You also have some instructions on how to set Duke up as far as gear and storage components. So you do have some things there. Backpack, shovel, grenade launcher, how to put this together. On the back end here, you also get a poncho here as well. So that is the bottom tray of this set. Okay, bottom tray of the set. Next, we have the middle tray, which will have all your weapons, every single weapon, including the shovel, and your blast effects. So this figure comes with 1, 2, 3 blast effects, 1 for the grenade launcher, and then 2 for the other guns. You get the shovel. You also get what looks to be some sort of pliers here. And then you get various knives, guns. You have a knife holster here, 6 grenades, a walkie-talkie. I mean, guys, this is loaded. We'll get into this a little bit more in depth, actually, as well. We will open this up individually because there are some things in here we want to go over individually with you. And then last but not least, you have the main compartment with Duke and his larger accessories. So you're going to get 2 heads, 2 very nice sculpts of Duke right there, the smiling and the yelling. You're going to get C-grip hands. You're going to get trigger hands. You're going to get more sort of C-grip hands with the trigger. You're going to get saluting hands. You're going to get action hands. You're going to get pointy hand. You have all the hands here. You're also going to get his backpack. You're also going to get this mud footprint, which is pretty funny. Like he's stepping in mud. Love that. You're going to get the G.I. Joe canteen. You're going to get the helmet and the binoculars. And then you have Duke here. So that is the top final clamshell. Let's get everything out. Go over a few of the things, because this is, I wanted to give you kind of an open box experience of how Mezco sets their product up. Okay, we'll open some stuff up. We're not going to obviously use the stand right now. We'll get Duke out. We'll get a few of the hands we really like and a few of the hands we really want to highlight out. Other things, we'll put it all together, and we'll be back on the other side for our in-depth accessory review of this Mezco 112 scale G.I. Joe Duke. All right, guys and gals, we are back with Duke. We busted him open. Guys and gals, here's the thing. I know I went over briefly the trays. I brought some of these accessories out, most of them. Let's go over them one by one, because these are beautiful. And I really want to give this figure its justice and its due, because I think it is a great figure. So what we're going to do is we're going to go out over each accessory, including the hands. You'll see them right on the other side, and we'll be back. All right, everybody, welcome to the accessory review portion, the detailed accessory review portion of this review of the Mezco 112 scale Duke, G.I. Joe Duke. So we have everything pretty much laid out here. We're going to quickly go over everything. We don't want to take too long. We're going to start with hands like we always do. This figure has a lot of good hands. I mean, a lot of good hands. So you have an open palm hand here, which is really nice. He can hold stuff. He can do salutes, highs, waves. Very detailed, very nice. As you can see, look at all that, all those wrinkles there. I mean, this is what you're gonna get with a Mezco product, guys and gals. I do see clear thumbnails. Nails are pretty clear, but for the rest of it, it looks great. A little veinage and stuff like that. Really nice. Then you're gonna get a saluting hand. This is what I would call the saluting hand on the figure. So obviously all G.I. Joe characters, you're going to get a saluting hand. And again, very nice. Love the wrinkles. Love the lifelike detail here that you get with those Mezco 112 scale figures. So there's your saluting hand. Duke's needs a saluting hand. Then you get the trigger hand. So here is a trigger hand. This looks like a larger trigger hand, more wider, open. So maybe with that rocket launcher, you want to put this on there with that. But there's a trigger hand. You get a trigger hand. Then you get a couple of C-grip hands. So, you know, if Duke wants to hold, you want to hold grenades or whatnot, there's C-grip hands. And again, you get that nice detail. Get a left and a right C-grip hand here. As you can see, again, just a holding hand. You can hold so many different things with these figures because they come with so much that, there you go. I mean, they got two of them right there. And then here's another, here are some other C-grip hands. Again, you could use probably grenades, the like. There's a right C-grip hand. And here is a more widened. This looks like almost like a grenade hand right here. As you can see, it's a little wider on the C-grip. So you got a lot of C-grip hands, guys and gals. The figure does come with two fist hands, which I took off. But you get two fist hands as well. So you get that one and then a right one, the left and the right. So two fist hands. And then you get some interesting hands. These are like, I would say, this is like an open hand, like a no, or watch out, or let's go, or something like that. And then this is the Thing hand that everybody's talking about. This does looks like Thing from Wednesday from the Addams Family. But this is the kind of weird wonky hand that's open. So this is the Thing hand that everybody's been talking about on other reviews and such. So again, just very like curled up, maybe like clenching, like, I just got hit or something hand. So those are all the hands you get with the figure. You do get a pointy hand, which is on the figure currently and such, but we're going to get, for the purpose of this video, all those hands out of the way. We're going to get them in their packaging when it's ready to go. And we're going to review some of the other accessories to this G.I. Joe figure from Mezco, the 1/12 scale. We're going to go into here, this tray. You're going to get some smaller accessories, including grenades and such, and even some ammo as well. So this is for the pistol. You get another piece of ammo right there. You're going to get 6 grenades. You're going to get 3 smaller ones that are rounded like this. Really nice detail. You could see even the striations, old school grenades, the hint of silver pop right there. But you're gonna get, so you can get 3 of those, and then you're gonna get these like canister style grenades. So I would say those are more traditional grenades, and then you get like the canister style grenade here. And again, it has that nice silver metallic paint on it, the trigger, and then the green on the body of the grenade. You're gonna get also this cool detailed walkie-talkie. So you have the walkie-talkie. You can see all the buttons are painted really nicely on that. Really up close and personal there with the camera. Really nice paint work, really nice detail. Even though it's just black, you know, and a little bit of, like, I guess, dry brushing on the back there, a little highlighting, and I would even say this is tracing, a little tracing in there with the black. But I love the kind of desert kind of beige that they use there for the walkie-talkie. And then you're going to get more, you know, ammo style, different. This is looks like a different gun hand. I think you can actually peg this onto one of the guns to give it extra grip. So I think we can, we'll show that probably. And then we have also, this is the silencer here for one of the guns as well, probably the rifle. You have a sniper rifle that you do get with one of the guns here. So you got the sniper rifle right there. So that is what's in this little tray. We're going to move that tray out of the way for you all. And we're going to get to some of the other things. Again, we're going to put some of these other accessories to the side. Here's also another piece of ammo. Here's an ammo holder. I love these ammo holders, or these ammo, whatever you want to call them. Basically ammo pieces here, extra ammo, because they even have the bullets painted. You see that, guys? Hold on, let's look at that. Look at that. Yeah, you see the bullets up there? They're painted. It's really detailed, guys. It's crazy. So you get the bullet even up top. You can see it's like kind of sticking out here in gold. So Mezco does a great job with accessories. That's why we wanted to give you an up close and personal look with them. Now we'll continue. I believe this is a stand for the rocket launcher. So you get a stand for the rocket launcher there. Again, some detail in the rivets and the work. So really nice there. It's a rocket launcher stand. You're going to also get, I love this. This is a foldable tactical shovel. So you get the tactical shovel as well, which is cool. And it's painted a little bit. It's actually got the saw on one side. I love a good tactical shovel, and then it folds up. And I don't know where you can put this stuff. I haven't looked into that, but it folds up really nicely. And you got a tactical shovel there. You also have, this is, I guess, more ammo. I think this is another ammo piece for the rocket launcher, and you can see actually the ammo there for the rocket launcher / bazooka. Got those grenade style. Nice little paint hit on the bottom here, and then again some really nice shading in here and tracing. Love it. You are going to get a blast effect for the rocket launcher here. Really nice, and you can see there's the bazooka missile, the rocket launcher missile, and really nice detailed piece there. And then these are very similar to some of the more common Mezco 1/12 scale blast effects that we've seen. These are for the pistol and the sniper rifle. Nothing on the end of this, but really nice effect there. And then you have the bullet effect here as well, with the bullet on the end there. So really nice. They've done that a couple times. And for the guns themselves, you do get the sniper rifle here. And again, these pieces are removable. Ammo pegs into here. You can add the suppressor. Now that I've got my language correct, this is a suppressor for the sniper rifle. I don't know which way it goes, but I'm trying to see which way it pegs in here. Okay, right there. So you put the suppressor on there. And I believe you could put the extra handle on here as well. So this kind of just pegs in here up top, and boom, you have, it's more of like, I wouldn't even say it's a sniper rifle. It's more of like a, I don't know, AK-47 style up close and personal rifle, and boom, 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 you can hit them. And it's got some really nice gold paint work in there, and a lot of just good, nice stuff. It's almost like not even a gold. It comes off gold, but it's almost that kind of, again, that desert beige military look. So really nice there. And then you have also the rocket launcher here, which again, ammo comes out, as you can see. There's a lot of little things that you can do with this thing. You can also somehow add this on here. Yep, there we go. So you can put, you can put this stand on and kind of face it down like that. Put him on the ground. Boom, put the blast effect in like he's shooting off missiles. But really nice detailed work in the rocket launcher as well, guys. As you can see here on the camera, you can see really nice the washes in here, especially in the scope area, that it looks like it's a little dirty. You can see that the wear here from obviously the ammo coming out and the blast effect, it's kind of burned up here at the end of the gun. Guys, this is a beautiful, beautiful piece here by Mezco. They did a wonderful job. I love the tracing. I love the shading. This does come in more of a beige, lighter beige look to it, almost like a greenish beige, which is really nice. So that is the rocket launcher. I will definitely have that displayed next to him in my display. This was fun and unique. I think this is one of the coolest accessories to come with a figure. This is a splash puddle. So this, you put the foot right here. It's got an imprint for the foot, and it's like he's splashing through mud. God, how thoughtful can you get? Mezco, great job. Fun stuff. Love it. Again, I can't, guys, I want to go through everything. So here's the helmet for Duke. Love the helmet. The only problem is they have little pads here, guys. So watch out in here. On my figure, these little pads, one of them were actually loose and came out. I don't know if it was because of heat, but just watch those pads, because they are there to protect the paint. But the helmet looks great. A lot of different color on the helmet. You have a darker green here, you have more lighter green, you have some silver, you have some wear painted, some dings and dents and stuff throughout the helmet. You got even some rivets here in the back. Like, this is a great detailed helmet. So very nice helmet for Duke. And then you have some fun accessories here, like you do have his goggles here. Excuse me, guys. And then you do have some more, fun accessories like these binoculars here. And I love the little gold or copper paint hit right there on the glass eyes. Looks great. Highly detailed, as you can see here in the camera as well, with all the obvious molded detail here within the binoculars. Really fun. Then you get the Yo Joe, G.I. Joe logoed canteen, and I think that is special. I love that. The G.I. Joe logo right on the canteen. Again, very nicely detailed and painted. You have the greens and the grays, and we'll actually turn this around, of the canteen, and just really nice piece. I love the G.I. Joe logo being printed right on there too. I think that's super fun. We have his backpack too. It just ports right on. This is the bottom of it. This does come out as a blanket. Everything works on here. The only problem with my backpack is it did break. So I have to talk to Mezco about that if I want to, but it did look like it detached at this piece when I was fooling around with it. So I don't know what to do right now. I guess I'll probably end up just reaching out to Mezco, but it was a little brittle. So watch when you open it to store things in it, because it does not go back very much. And as you can see, I just broke right off, but you can store stuff in it. I don't know what you can get in there. I guess we'll figure it out as we go along, but yeah, we're gonna, again, usually it takes me for a Mezco figure about an hour to get it all ready and get it all set up and displayed. I did watch some stuff. I do like the patch, the stretchy pads on here, so you can put grenades and some other, stuff in here if you want. I guess you could put the canteen in here, the binoculars, and then they have some of this loose fabric on the side that you can also port stuff into. So you can holster ammo and stuff like this on the backpack, and as well something else goes in here. I don't know if it's the shovel. I think the shovel may end up going in here. But yes, mine broke, unfortunately. And then we have the face sculpts. So we have the original sculpt that the Duke figure came with, which was this one. And I took this off because I think I'm not going to display my Duke with this, but I like it. It looks great. It's more serious look. He's got some scarring in his face. Very nice facial sculpt for Duke. He's got that shading in the hair, the blonde hair up top, but the shading all around. But yeah, I think this is a really nice serious face Duke, guys. Comment below, let me know what you think. And then you have the yelling face Duke going into battle. Love this as well. I know there was a problem with skin tone on some of these figures, and my figure looks okay. There is a little bit of variety, I think, in shading and color, but love the screaming face sculpt here. Duke looks great. I don't know, comment below, guys. Did you guys get a lot of weird skin tones and stuff? I didn't get too much with my figure. So there's the screaming sculpt. And then a few things I do have on Duke that I didn't want to kind of poo-poo. So I have already placed, obviously, as I said, the pointing figure on him and a trigger finger. He does come with this beautiful smiling sculpt as well, which I put on the figure. So that's a really nice sculpt too. And then he comes with a knife and sheath, which I ported on the figure already. And then you just poured it right into the belt. We'll talk about the belt in the head-to-toe review, but it's a little weird. It moves around a little much. And then he does come with his pistol and holster as well, and it just ports right onto the side of the belt there too. So guys and gals, that's about it for accessories. We will kind of see on the flip side. We'll talk a little bit more. We'll get about the figure head to toe coming up. We do comparisons, and then we'll get into our final thoughts. So we'll be back with the head to toe review of Duke. And we'll see you on this other side. Thanks so much, guys. All right, guys and gals, we are back to the head-to-toe review of this Mezco 1/12 scale G.I. Joe Duke action figure toy. I love this thing, guys. I love Mezco. They do an incredible job. So I'm excited about this. You can see I'm smiling from ear to ear. All right, so let's take a look at Duke from head to toe. We did go over his smiling face scan in the accessory portion of the review, so you can see the detail there with the scars on the face and everything. His smiling look, he just looks great. I mean, he looks good. Now we come down to the torso of the figure. He does, obviously, as all Mezco 1/12 scale figures, come with cloth goods. So these are all non-removable on this figure. I wouldn't remove these. I wouldn't try to take them off. I don't know why you would, but irrespective, he does come with his army fatigues, which include his khaki button-up shirt, which looks very good and nicely detailed. You can see all the stitching detail there on the shirt. You can see the collar. You can see how also you have all these nice pockets that are stitched. Now, these do not store anything, but they do serve as a beautiful aesthetic purpose. And then you have these small little buttons as well. He does come with more of a tactical strap here as well to hang things off of. So you can see this is all movable components too. So a lot of these clasps and stuff like that, they all work. The clasps work, these work. Everything can be adjusted on the figure to meet your desire. I do like the also cuff here that they did on the figure. So even though that these are stitched and these are real pockets and stuff, they're not functional. With that said, I do like also a lot of the vein work they did with this figure. I do like in the arms and stuff of the portions that we can see. I love the musculature as well. I think that was really cool. Now as you can see, this joint here, the wrist joint, does have a little off color comparative to the skin color. So people may be talking about that too. As you can see, it's a little off as far as the tones are concerned of the plastic. And that kind of irks me out a little bit. It's not bad, but it is a little bit noticeable, but not from far away. So as we move down, he does come with a belt, and we were talking about the belt in the accessory portion of the review as well. I did end up porting on the gun and the knife sheath. So the gun holster and the knife sheath, but the belt itself is really nicely detailed, guys. So you can see there's that buckle right there that's rounded, and it's got that hint of, excuse me, gold or kind of, yeah, gold right there in the middle. Ton of these great patches as well. with detail, nice molded detail on them. As we move to the back, I poured it into the grenades on the belt as well. You can pour it in 2 grenades here. And then you also have this pouch, which is removable. Not functional, but still removable. So really nice detail here by Mezco. Really like a lot about the figure so far. As we move down to the bottom half of the body, you do see the pants here. They are a greenish army color. They are tucked into the boots as they come down. You do have several pockets on the back and on the sides of the thigh. So these are cargo pants, and they are non-functional as well, these pockets. So these will not open up, but they look great. As you move down, it's a nice tight fit. And then you get down to these beautiful army boots that are in that wash. That I love this wash, this brownish wash on the army boots, and kind of weathered look to them, that leather weathered look. And you can put that like that splash puddle like right in that boot. I'll show you right now. Just really quick for the purposes of our review, just put that splash puddle right there, and it's like he's going through some real nice mud. Now, as far as articulation is concerned, obviously you have a lot of non-functioning fabric clothing here. However, it does not hinder it a lot. We'll start with the head. As you know, we're not a very big articulation guy or gal on the channel. So there we go. You can get about that far with the bend, that far back. The arms do not rotate, so you can only get a rotate up like that far about. I don't want to bend my figure. And back about that far, and again you get a double. It is a double. Oh, and my knife, as my knife falls off my belt, it is a double jointed elbow here, but again it only goes up that far and then back that far about. I don't want to, again, I'm not trying to stretch the figure out. You may be able to get it yourself, but I'm not going to do that. Now, there's one thing I do dislike about this figure. The belt kind of is all wobbly all over the place. It always moves. So you got to get into a position. Even this piece too. I've had the clasp come off on this piece before, and it's a little bit annoying. I can get past it, but it's still annoying. And then obviously the holster. That's another thing. The holster and the sheath for the knife is just it's just annoying. And we'll get into final thoughts about a little bit more about that. This stuff just kind of rides up all the time and comes off. I would have not liked to have the knife or the sheath. The knife sheath, sorry, or the gun holster. I would have liked them to just be on there. I don't know why they had to be removable. But yeah, it always rides up, as you can see. Anyway, again, going back to articulation, you're going to get the same at this arm as you did with this arm. And then on the leg, you have double jointed knees and such, but again, because of the cloth good fabrics, I mean, he can get up there, but I don't want to bend him too much. So that's what you can get there. You have a swivel here, a slight swivel at the shin and ankle portion. Here to the boots, you have up and down on the foot, forward-facing ping for rocker, swivel here at the shin. And that's about it. You do have a lot of articulation in here. The thigh, you could see it swivels and such. You can move him out that much. I'm not going to push this figure to its limits. I'm sorry. I'm just not going to do it, guys, because it's my figure and that's not how I treat my stuff. I don't need this guy in crazy poses or anything. I'm going to keep him in a pretty basic pose, but that's it. That's our head-to-toe look at this Mezco 1/12 scale G.I. Joe Duke. All right, everybody, we are back to comparisons. We have entered the comparison portion of this review, guys and gals. I know we are a little bit, I don't know, we're like regimented here, guys. This is what we do. So hopefully you like it. Comment below if you don't. Squared Circle Uncensored here, SQD Will. You love the comparisons. A lot of people have been liking the comparisons, so we're going to stick with it. We're going to we got a lot of figgies, guys. We got a lot of figs. We got a lot of toys here, so we have a lot to compare, which is great, and hopefully it helps you out in your collecting journey. So to start, I think I want to take in some Dukes, guys. So let's go Duke to Duke. And again, I'm not going to remove my guys from the stands and stuff, but here he is. Now, I do have version 1 Duke. I'm not going to bring version 1 Duke out. This is the retro Duke. This is the one that pretty much most of us have on our display now. So here's the G.I. Joe Classifieds Duke against the Mezco. And again, it's just a different figure, guys. I mean, from head to toe. But it gives you a little bit of a comparison on the scale and what it is and what it looks like and so on and so forth. This is just a different figure. I'm not going to compare which is better. That's not what we do here. But if you were looking at side by sides, that's what you're getting at. And I would say even this, they're the same scale, but he seems a little smaller. The Classifieds Duke. All right, let's go Duke again. And we're not going to bring out the retro stuff because this doesn't look retro, but let's go cartoon. So Super 7. There you go. Super 7 8-inch scale against Mezco 1/12. And again, Super 7 is modeled after the cartoon. So if you want animated cartoon accurate G.I. Joes in your collection, you want to go Super 7 for that. And that's the Duke, which I think is great. It's good looking. I do select ones of these. I'm kind of waiting to see if they go on sale, some of the stuff, but there you go. That's Duke there from Super 7. Let's bring in, just for the heck of it, because I know a lot of people, you do collect Action Force out there. We got the Action Force Battleverse Sarge. And again, I'm sorry that I have these on stands, but for Sarge, I'll put them next to Duke. I think they fit well together. I mean, I think this is a very good pairing. I think that the Battleverse stuff can be, you know, it's a little undersized. Not, I wouldn't say undersized, but nice comparison shots there. I think these two look good together, but again, it's a different figure. I mean, you have the cloth goods, you have a lot of the premium stuff here. Not that you don't here. I mean, a lot of the accessories and stuff, even if you see that gun, is very premium on the Battleverse stuff, but it's different. It's just a different style figure. All right, next, let's go with the classic G.I. Joe Classified Series bad guy. We got the Bat. So there you go. That's how he looks next to a bat. It's an Arctic bat there. In case you guys wanted to see that comparison. And then we also have, we're going to be doing a review on this bad boy soon. We've got Raptor right here. So we'll put him next to Raptor and see what he looks like. And then this Raptor's kind of wonky, guys. It's one of these skinny-bodied G.I. Joe Classified Series figures that are a little wonky, and again, we'll get into it in the review a little bit, but it's not the best figure because of that, but it's not the worst figure either. But I'd like to get him in comparisons regardless. And there we go. He's next to Raptor. But again, that body style, I'm not a fan of this skinny body style from the Classified Series. Just not digging it, guys. Just not digging it. I'm sorry. What can I say? Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring some Mezco 1/12 scale G.I. Joe figures in. Here he is next to Destro. So again, they look great next to each other. When are we going to get a Cobra Commander? And the question is, will it be hooded too? Will they have a hooded option? Mezco has a lot of room with this stuff. Now, I don't know if Hasbro well, Hasbro would be a Hasbro decision because they are the licensor of this. Now, I don't know. I don't know if they're going to allow them to do it, but I hope they do. At least so we have that option. So that's Destro. I do have a Storm Shadow here. That's kind of in a pose, which I don't want to get him out of, but I think I'm going to have to for the purpose of this review. There he is next to Storm Shadow. Beautiful figure. Two beautiful figures, guys. Beautiful stuff. Here's some more bad guys. I got him next to Firefly. And Firefly, I would say, is one of my favorite figures. I think that came out this year, earlier this year. Just rocks. This looks so sick. That is a super awesome figure by Mezco. That's, again, the Mezco 1/12 scale Firefly. There you go. Mezco exclusive 1/12 scale Commando Snake Eyes. Got him next to him. Again, I'm not going to get him out of his pose because I like him in that pose, but you got a little bit of an idea of what he'll look like next to that Mezco 1/12 scale figure of Snake Eyes, the combat version. And next to the 1/12 scale, Mezco 1/12 scale roadblock. So again, they look great next to each other. I have no problems with this. This is an amazing line. I love it. I hope they continue it. I know we haven't had any new releases or announcements. Again, we got to get Cobra Commander, guys. Let's go, Mezco. And now we're going to bring in some comparisons for fun. We have our Mafex Cyclops here. So if you wanted to compare him next to a Mafex figure, there you go. Mafex X-Men Cyclops. Not bad. We do have a Star Wars Black Series figure here from Hasbro as well. That is the Ahsoka. So you can see how undersized this Black Series line has become. I don't even know if it's approaching 6 inches anymore. It's pretty interesting. I would like to take a ruler to most of this stuff, and we will get into a Black Series review, but they just keep getting... It seems like their figures just keep getting smaller and smaller, guys. Comment below. Do you feel the same way? And again, these are supposed to be all 6-inch lines, and obviously it's their irrespective company's line to, you know, determine what the real scale is. But here's also an Ultimate Edition Cody Rhodes from Mattel. But again, you could see these lines are all 6 inches, but they're not. You know, I mean, so here, okay. We're going to do a quick comparison. There's a Cody. Here's Duke. Here's Cody from Mattel, okay? Here is Ahsoka from the Black Series. Okay. And I want to get my G.I. Joe Duke here from Hasbro. Again, this is a 6-inch classified series line. Now, maybe Ahsoka's just smaller. I don't know, guys. But these are all supposed to be in front of you 6-inch figures. And we'll throw, what else are we going to throw in here? I'm trying to think what we want to throw in here just for compare. We'll throw in the Mafex, I guess, because he's 6-inch too. You know, he's 1/12 scale. So, I mean, you could see how all these lines are supposed to be quote-unquote 6 inches, but they all differ a little bit in scale. So there you go. That's all of them next to each other. So again, that's what I wanted to show you all. And then we could also just throw the Mafex away here and bring in our trusty Victor Freeze as well, just to see a McFarlane figure next to all these guys. And that's even larger. So again, you got a little bit of comparisons there, guys. Let me know what you think below. Comment below. Would you put this in any other line? Personally, I wouldn't. I think it goes with Mezco. I think that's where it lives. I think Mezco has created their own thing. I think you can kind of mix in with your G.I. Joe Classified series. But as far as comparisons is concerned, I like my figures to stay within their respective line because there is so much of that kind of variation within company 6-inch 1/12 scale action figure lines. I mean, it's just apparent. You could see it right in front of you. So, guys and girls, comment below. Will you be getting this Mezco 1/12 scale G.I. Joe Duke? Would you be adding it to a line, keeping it on its own? Would love to hear your thoughts. And we're going to give you our thoughts, our final thoughts, right now. Yo, Joe, we're in final thoughts, guys and gals, and wow, I love this Duke for a lot of reasons, and then there are a lot of reasons why I don't like it, and this is one of them. So I had just, before we wrap this up, I had just broke my gun. So I had thought this came out to extend the gun, and it didn't, and it just snapped right off. So that's another problem right there. So now I have to, I'm going to try to, I guess, glue this with some crazy glue or contact Mezco. Maybe they can ship me another gun. Hopefully they can. But very fragile, this figure. Watch out. So let's start with what I don't like. That's one of the things that I did not like about this figure was the fragility of a lot of the pieces. Now, Mezco traditionally is fragile, but this was one of the pieces. We had talked about it. That backpack was one of the pieces also that the plastic broke off of. So I got to talk to them about that. And then last but not least, the pad in the helmet came off as well. So I had to put that back on. And last but not least, this firing pin here is about to break off too. So it's bent several times. It's very fragile. I cannot use it. So that is from some of the negatives of this figure, is the fragility of it. And I have not really experienced that with the prior Mezco 1/12 scale G.I. Joe figures. They felt pretty good. I thought the QA/QC on them were great. I didn't have any issues as far as like breaking is concerned on any of the weapons or anything like that. And I had felt this one was, the plastic was a little more fragile. But aside from that, the figure rocks. Look at him next to the 3 other heroes that we got. Now I don't have my version 1 or the first release of Snake Eyes out. I just put my Commando here for comparison reviews, but they look great together. And Duke looks great with that rocket launching gun. I think I'm going to use that. I wasn't going to go with that originally, but since my other gun broke, I think I'm going to stick with the rocket launcher gun. I actually like it a lot better. It's got a huge blast effect. I think he's the leader. I think he needs a big beefy gun in this line. I think the guys need big beefy guns in this line. That's what it's all about. So we're gonna just go with the rocket launcher, go with the smile, with the pointing finger, and just having fun, guys. So this is a great figure overall. Again, some reservations about those, unfortunately, you know, those fragile plastic areas of the figure, whether it be the backpack, the blast effect, or the gun itself. You saw, I mean, we've had some issues there, but the rest of the figure is beautiful. The belt is great. I also thought that the sheath and the gun holster did not need to be separate pieces. I felt that they're wonky. I mean, I sat there forever to keep them on the belt and just watch, because it falls off constantly and you don't want to lose it. Other than that, aesthetically, it's a work of art, guys. Aesthetically, this Duke looks great. I love the different head sculpts. I didn't have a problem with my skin tone. I think the fabric on this figure looks great. I think this is a line that needs to continue, Mezco. If you are listening to this review or you are watching this review, I absolutely love it. I think everything looks great together. I love him in comparison to the villains as well. So with that said, I have to give my hats half off, not all the way off, to Mezco for producing this 1/12 collective G.I. Joe Duke, because he fits very well with the other figures of this line and he looks great to boot. Now, this was not one I was actually even quite keen on when they initially announced him because of the head sculpts. I didn't think they were very Duke-esque, but they look great in hand and they look perfect paired next to your other G.I. Joe counterparts from this Mezco 1/12 scale line. 1/12 collective line, I should say. So with that said, guys and gals, I do have to give this a thumbs up overall. There's some issues, again, that we spoke about, but I really like the Duke. I really think you should buy him and purchase him. I am going to put a link in the description below to where you can purchase the product, wherever it's available right now. I did get mine from Empire Toy Shop, so thanks, a shout out to them. I will leave the link in the description below as well. With that said, guys, that is going to do it for another toy review on the channel. I am your host, SQD Will. We are Squared Circle Uncensored. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. Thanks so much for all your support, and we will see you on the next review. Yo, Joe!